Hey everybody, it's me, Mark D. How you doing on this wonderful evening? I am feeling good, feeling better, recovering. Still got a bit of congestion going on, but I feel more like myself. Welcome to day 44 of 75 Hard. And today I'm doing a book review, and it may not be what you think it is. First, I'll start by saying I am grateful for all of you who are participating still. I know it's been a long haul. There's still about 31 days left, and we'll see where we go from here. But tonight I want to talk a little bit about something that's been really touching my heart lately. And, well, actually, since it started, and it involves a book review. And so the book I'm reviewing tonight is called, how many of the book Dogman? I believe the one I was reading was Dogman, Lord of the Fleas. And this is a book for children, probably more for children around my stepson's age, around 9. But my 4-year-old just absolutely loves these books and read them on a regular basis. The book is by a gentleman named Dav Pilkey, and he writes under the pseudonym of 2 children, actually, named Harold and George. And those kids are growing up slowly, reading old-timey books. And while they're reading those old-timey books, they then convert them into Dogman stories. And once they convert them into Dogman stories, there's parallels between all the old-timey books. So you may have guessed Lord of the Fleas is playing a lot off of Lord of the Flies. Now, Dav Pilkey also does another book, which you may be more familiar with, Captain Underpants, and he's just around more in media, and you might see him fly by you on Netflix if you look at the Netflix menu. But essentially, he writes, I don't actually like Captain Underpants, to be honest. It's a bit obnoxious, kind of has a feeling of hyperactivity, and I don't know. It's just not for me. But Dogman, on the other hand, is full of humorous jokes that aren't just fart jokes. Now, there's a lot of poo jokes. It's, a 6, 7, 8-year-old's book. But there's a lot of actually very crafty jokes, lots of jokes that play off of the old literature. And more importantly, to me, is that in every single story, there's at least 2 or 3 solid lessons about being a good human. So I highly recommend this series of books. I think there's 5 of them. Brawl of the Wild, Lord of the Fleas, Dogman, The Bark Knight, and what else is there? I'm missing another one. Something about the book Great Expectations, but I can't remember what the play on the name of it is. And you know what? If you're in for some leisurely reading and you're an adult, and maybe you don't have a child to have an excuse to read those books, I give you permission. You don't need an excuse to have a childlike nature and read a book intended for children. It'll be a quick read. It's essentially a graphic novel, aka comic book. And there's honestly moments sometimes in this book that are so touching that while I'm reading, I have a little gasp for air and hold back a tear. And sometimes I don't hold them back because I do like my sons to know that it's okay to cry, whether it be for woes or for joys. And Petey, he's a cat who's a criminal. And in order to have a sidekick as a villain, he cloned himself. But he didn't read on the cloning machine that your clone will come out as a child, and you have to wait for them to mature, for them to be actually your age. So he ends up with little Petey. And like many children and most children, little Petey is full of wonder, pure hearted, and just enjoys all the joys of the world around him. And Petey, for this entire book, because little Petey has shown open his heart, he's decided to be a good guy. And he actually, every time he tries to join the villains, his conscience takes over. But at the end of the book, the cops have to take him away because he's already done bad stuff, as they say, yesterday and the day before. So he still has to pay his time in jail. And as he's going to jail, he's like, see, the world's a horrible place. If you're happy, people are jealous. If you're good, no one cares. If you're kind, people take advantage of you. The world is just horrible. And this is right after little Petey tells him that he still needs to be good even though he's going to jail. And as he says, the world is so horrible. He's holding little Petey's hand and he's handcuffed to the cop, and little Petey tugs on him and he says, I know, Papa. That's why we have to be good. And my 4-year-old said, why? I don't understand. And I don't want my kids to be good kids. I'm not looking for them to behave, although in my old-fashioned, sometimes I do want them to listen to Dad. But I tried to explain to him that the more we contribute to a good world, the more the world will benefit from it. And I asked him if that made sense to him, and he said no. I thought that was great that he was honest. I said, well, Daddy's not really sure how to explain it, but you know what the good news is? He said, what? And I said, you don't have to change anything. You just be Gus, because you already have all of the qualities that little Petey's talking about. And he said, oh, okay. And he started giggling. And then he demanded very, very strongly that I keep reading, because that's what he does. So, yeah, that's my review. Go out and get a Dogman book. Maybe start with the first one. I think it's called Dogman Unleashed. Woof, 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 woof. Wah, wah, bad jokes. And read the book. It's great. That's my talk tonight. Be a good person in the world, and fill your heart with love. Fill your actions with love. Take action to infuse love, and move love to action with positive insight. I tied that one in nicely. Just remember, I love you. Have a great night. Hope you are doing well. Talk to you soon.